I seen a clown in real life the other day. I seen a clown in real life the other day. I seen a clown in real life the other day. Bam. Okay. Clown car number 3. Bob Ruff, Brent Ruff, in the Buick Lewis, if you will. Thanks for coming on the thing, guys.
Yeah, man, this is
I don't know if you're familiar with podcasts.
This is if I can be honest with you, you sent me a text earlier and said, "When do you guys want a pod?" And I'd appreciate if you'd stop using pod as a verb. That
why? What's
listen?
So
your fucking generation, your whole generation was just shortening fucking words.
It's because I'm direct. I'm direct, Bob.
When are we gonna pod per use? That kind of bullshit.
What do you
no,
say?
Thank you.
Are you very formal? Do you send out a fucking carrier pigeon with a message?
No, I'd say when you want to record. You know, act like you've been there before.
Okay, all right. Sorry. I'm not big time Hollywood quite yet. The industry terms and whatnot. Damn.
When do you want a pod? Fuck off.
Oh, Jesus.
So anyway, thanks for having me, Max.
No problem. No, Jesus. I know you're familiar with truth and justice, but apparently you want to dispense some truth. Want to tell me how terrible my car is to her?
I would like to know what I'm sitting on.
Listen, all right.
There's a decade of stains in this seat.
It's the love. It's the love. You know,
that's where you spray your loves.
Yeah, exactly. I do have lots. That's just in case. That's just in case. All right. If I was riding in like a let's say a nice car, like a Chrysler 300, you know, Chrysler 300,
nice 89 model.
Exactly. Nice 89. It wouldn't be a clown car. All right. It's got to be kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, that has a smell too.
Oh,
that's
look
nice.
at ZAQ too, running around in his pink shirt. Look at all of us. It's like, where'd my friends go?
Look what's behind us.
Wow. That was a dig at
this
my
is going to be
mirror.
really awkward when he tries to come in.
Oh, now he's going to try to come in. I know.
He's going to sit on my lap.
Exactly.
He's going to walk behind the car right now. You're not invited. You're not invited to the podcast.
We'll get there.
We're potting, and you're not invited to the pod.
Look, he's using it. This is a good influence.
Walking around his pink shirt and his fucking hey
piled
dudes.
in a car to fucking talk, though. It's usually smoke a joint or something, you know, social.
Gen Z does it different, Brent. All right? It's something social. This is social.
I want to warn you guys. I mean, we need to get to it pretty soon because...
Oh, it's going down. We got people coming in. I got to get ZAQ.
Well, no, that's not at all. I'm just feeling gassy, and I don't know. It's a small car.
You ain't wrong. And I've got to turn this on to roll my window down. That one doesn't roll down. Brent's
that's
pretty
shocking.
much...
The one with no mirror doesn't roll down?
Actually, it's shocking. Look, if you notice, I can fit my hand this far out of the window at all times. And you know why that is?
Why is that?
Because I went to go open for Bobcat Goldthwait.
Okay.
And I locked my keys in my car while I was running because I was late for the show.
Right.
And I was in Grand Rapids. I busted the window out of my car with my bare hands.
You do what you got to do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. It's some man shit. That's some man shit.
Congratulations, by the way. Didn't you open for Brad Williams, too?
Yeah.
That's something.
That's the shit. Brad Williams, Bobcat Goldthwait. Fucking, what was the other one? Oh, Kevin Nealon. That was the cool. Kevin Nealon.
You opened for Kevin Nealon?
Kevin Nealon sat in that fucking seat.
This seat?
That fucking seat. While all this shit was just like this. Kevin Nealon sat.
Did you have a cover? Did he see it like this?
I think he's seen it like that. So you're not too good for it, Bob. All right, if Kevin gets he's in my passenger seat. He's like, "Oh man, fucking, I gotta get an assistant, Max." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah, probably to book you a better fucking ride to your next show, bro."
Right. Yeah.
Because actually, that weekend my car was acting really weird. I did all the shows with Kevin. I did 3 or 4 different shows.
Wait, and you were the ride?
I was the ride. Oh, for the last two.
Kevin Nealon's career is really taking a turn.
For the last two, I was the ride. And then when I got home after that last night, I fucking parked my car. The next day, it didn't start.
Nice. Good thing it didn't happen with Kevin.
Clown car. I know. Thank fucking God, bro.
Speaking of clown car, what's funny is Brent, my baby brother back there, picked up that tiny bat as some kind of prop. But he's so... It looks like... It doesn't look like a normal-sized bat with his tiny little self. It just looks like a normal bat.
I was going to make a joke about it, but you just hurt me.
Isn't it great? It's perfect. I had that before.
I even like gave you... You would have taken shotgun, but I gave you shotgun because I know you're bigger than me, Bob.
I was going to say...
Look at that.
Conceded.
Look at that, bro. That's beautiful. You know, homies, thinking about homies. Good times. But... back on the thing here. Clown car. All right, guys. We're doing a show. Chill Hill number 2. What do you got? Got any tents for your... Gonna manifest any things for your sets here?
You do anything different, Bert?
Not really.
You got
Same old shit.
got
Same story, pretty much. Just gonna add some shit to it, try a couple things out, see where it goes.
Okay, Bob.
I added more kids to my set.
More children?
Yeah, I had more children. Well, you've seen me perform enough. I kind of have like a vague idea of what I'm going to do, and then I just kind of go with whatever happens. But
yeah.
But I've worked out a couple of them. I'm going to add a little bit about my kid Parker. A joke that we'll talk about afterwards how it works, but I like to call the joke whiteface. We're going to tell the whiteface joke.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
solid. All
Yeah.
right, that's... I've seen a lot of takes on the other end there.
Right, yeah.
So hopefully...
Yeah, I'm going the other way.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
solid. That's a solid maneuver.
I did have one that I was thinking all day that I wanted to add into my set, and then when I got home, and the entire 20 minutes that I had to actually organize my set before I came here, I couldn't get it right in my brain, so I bailed on it.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe it'll come back to you, and then you'll fucking just be like, oh, I can feel it. The stars have aligned. And then you'll go for it, and then you'll fail miserably.
Right, yeah.
And, embarrass yourself in front of a bunch of people that came specifically to see you.
Right, yeah, for me to make them laugh, and then instead they just got upset.
Exactly,
Yeah.
100%. And then, your life just spirals out from there.
Yeah, that's the end. That's
your
the end.
kids
You end
don't-
up riding around
Your
in a
kids
car.
don't respect you.
Right, yeah, right.
Kids don't respect you. I think that's actually my teacher.
Speaking of my kid, that is my kid's principal that just pulled up next to us.
Is this? That is my fucking 8th grade social studies teacher.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's hilarious. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Comedy's so weird, bro. He's gonna hear my dick jokes.
Yeah, it's going to be upsetting.
His brother was in The Patriot. The
Really?
Mel Gibson movie, no shit.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he had a brother.
He was like an extra. It was like they were going down the side of like everybody lined up to like murder each other in the Revolutionary War. But
Why
yeah,
did we do it? Was a real war, right?
that
thing they call the revolution.
Because it had Mel Gibson in it. There was not Mel Gibson in the Revolutionary War.
Dude, you know how fucking old I feel right now because you said he was your 8th grade teacher? Mm-hmm. I went to school with him. That's how I know him.
Damn.
He's a year younger than me.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's upsetting. That's a bummer.
That is. It's all right.
That fucking sucks.
Hey, man, he's coming to your show right now.
That's right.
You should flex on him on stage.
I should.
His
wife's coming. I know his wife. She works at my gym, and she's a very, very pretty lady. And maybe I should hit on his wife in front of him because he's he's so little and I'm so big.
Exactly. No,
Right.
it's perfect.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are both married. That's the best tactics that go on this.
Nothing can go wrong.
Fuck it.
My wife will be in the back of the room.
I'll open up the show and talk about you got a big thing. Things are coming to you, sir. Let me tell you. You better get your defenses up. You and your wife. Okay. All right. Well, I'm happy we all have a game plan for our set.
Yeah, all right.
All right. I'm going to start. Okay, cool. All right. This is good. All right. All right.
Are we done potting?
I think we're done. I think we peaked. I feel like
peaked,
this
right,
is a
that was
good
it.
first. Oh, okay. Heads up. At the end of the thing, I don't know if this is weird because you do tons of podcasts, but for a different thing.
Yeah.
And I've been like, hey, when people come on at the end of the thing, I'm like, hey, hit me with your like best dad joke or whatever else. Like that's like the thing. And I'm like, is that whack? Is that cheesy? Is it corny to have structure while doing
I talk
this?
about fucking murder. I don't like. To be honest with you, I wish that I was doing what you were doing.
Hell
The
yeah.
shit I do is so fucking depressing. Everything.
I watched that A&E thing. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, it's rough.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so no, I don't know how to end. Do you know, quick story. Way back, the very first podcast I had was a podcast called Off Duty. Don't look for it, you can't find it. I had to delete it all. But
That's
it
why
was
he's doing jokes about whiteface now.
right. Yeah. But I like modeled it after my favorite podcast back then, which was Never Not Funny with Jimmy Pardo. Familiar?
No.
Okay, good.
But
You nodded.
think
I appreciate the
I think
nod.
I know about the story though.
Yeah, I did his podcast. Like, I speak in references a lot for humor, and so I would reply to things that were happening all the time with like Jimmy catchphrases and just intending to be a reference.
Mm-hmm.
But no one else in the room had ever heard of the podcast, so they all thought it was just shit I was saying. And so it became my catch. People started making T-shirts with Jimmy Pardo's catchphrases that were my. I mean, total. And then people started listening. I was like, oh, fuck. And now I'm like very good friends with one of his best friends, who she hosts our one of our Truth and Justice episodes when we're potting on Fridays.
Potting around.
Yeah. So I've had to pass on the apology for completely ripping off everything he ever did.
Is he cool with you now, or is he? Still
Yeah, because it's funny. I mean, nobody was when I was doing it. Nobody was listening, and it was just like when I built an audience. And then realized that I built the audience based on a bunch of his material.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and it wasn't like telling his jokes, but they were just like mannerisms and stuff.
Bob, you piece of shit.
Yep.
Dude, I'm very protective of like things I say, and then I'll realize, like, I don't know, maybe I heard somebody else say it or anything else like that. But like of things like that, if I hear somebody else say my shit, like I'm like,
oh,
bro.
it was. I felt like once I got into the business more and like. Learned because like it was kind of like a slow burn too, where I didn't realize it, and then it was like because there's little things like when somebody would say something, I'd be like, "Idiot!" Like it was shit like that. Like it's not like a joke, but it's something he always does. And yeah, that's what I completely removed the pot. I didn't even just like stop doing it. I removed it because I had ripped off my hero, Jimmy
That's
Pardo.
good shit though. You respect, where the shit came from, and you accurately acknowledge it. And now you're talking about it now. That's good shit. If I accidentally bit on somebody else's style, there's my 8th grade teacher. There's my 8th grade teacher. There's my 8th grade teacher. This is awesome. Well, I'm excited. Let's go do this thing. Let's get chill at the hill, guys.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Car. Bam. Okay. Chill Hill, Part 2, Clown Car, Chill Hill episode Part 2, ZAQ Weaver.
What's up?
What's up? Okay, so
is this Part 2 or is this like Part 1A-B?
Well, I'd say this is Clown Car, Chill Hill Part 2 with you, but then also we're gonna have a part like
3 and 4
later.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
We can call it whatever denomination of Clown Car, Chill Hill you would like to call this. We will label it as such.
Roger that. Love
exactly. 100%. Okay. So, Chill Hill Part 2, how you feeling?
I'm good, man.
You said life's been feeling good lately.
Like, dude, so we have so many like kid sports, and that's over for the moment. So
yeah,
I can breathe again.
That's nice. I can
breathe again.
Nothing like life going really good and then like a terrible set just creeping up on you, just creeping in the background, just like, oh, you think shit's great, you're feeling good about yourself. Wrong.
I hate you.
Just jokes. It's gonna be great, man. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Last show was fucking awesome. That's why I texted you guys earlier and said like, oh well, I'm trying to get a submission clip out of this.
Yeah.
These crowds have just been so fucking warm. We've only had one before this, so crowds.
No, but
a little bit understandable.
It's been good, man. These people come out and they want to laugh. They're ready to go here.
Fuck yeah! Got any intent for your set? Any manifestations? Any new shit you're working on? Any stuff you're tightening up, or are we just kind of
all of the above? I got 3 or 4 new bits. I got 3 or 4 new spots in old bits that we're gonna work out. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go.
Fuck yeah, man! I'm gonna.
You okay over there? You done?
It's okay. I'm digesting life.
All right.
Fucking, I got some stuff I'm gonna be working on. New bits. I'm gonna try to get a submission clip.
Okay.
So that's gonna be, if you've never submitted a submission clip or anything else like that, you want your best shit in there, very tight. It's like 5 minutes.
All right.
That's a 5-minute cap on there. So I'm trying to get everything in that 5 minutes that I want, like a booker to see.
Let's do it.
And then beyond that, I'm gonna be trying a whole bunch of new shit, which is nerve-wracking being the host.
Yeah.
I could just completely eat shit, and then you guys just gotta figure it out. And
we'll be all right.
As professional as I like to be, I will burn this fucker down. That's what it comes down to. All right, because you gotta roll the dice.
I love it, buddy. I love it.
I'm excited, man. I'm really fucking.
No, this should be a good show. We have a good crowd. Another sold out crowd tonight. I mean, we've been able to put a lot of stuff through. I got a ton of people on standby. We could throw another show right now,
dude. You guys are so sick, bro. The way you guys have been putting these shows together, and like they just immediately fucking like sell out. It's just so cool. It's coming from somebody that like has been producing shows for a long time. You can produce the best show, and nobody shows up, and it fucking sucks. You can have a great lineup, everything in line except for the fucking crowd, and you guys have the people come out, and that's the shit, bro.
Dude. I think we talked about this before, but like we're doing comedy backwards. Like so many people do start comedy and have to build for an audience, and like we have an audience and we're working backwards into our comedy. So I think that helps us a lot, honestly, because we get these crowds to come out and they want to pretend like we're funny, so that helps.
Oh, 100%. And that like some people would be like, oh, you know, well, like you have to have the grind of like figuring out different crowds and stuff like that. But also that different comfortability, it's a different type of angle from it. Yeah. Everybody finds their own navigation on how to do stand-up. And then when you guys have crowds that know you and they come out and they're like, yeah, we're coming to see you guys, then you're way more comfortable to do other shit. And like, that's the thing. It's like, I have so many bits that I love so much, but I know that I can't do as often as I would like because it takes a very specific type of crowd, and half the time when they don't know who you are, then you're still winning them over.
No, you're right.
You are proving that you are funny to these people, and so like having those bits that you love that are weird and they're abstract are a lot harder to do with like a crowd that's like not gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm opening with one tonight, so we'll see how it goes.
Ooh, hell yeah! Getting down.
I got a weird opener just to do it, so it'll be fun.
Fuck yeah. I'm doing that submission shit, and then after that, it's fucking balls to the wall. We're rolling the dice.
Dude, let's go for it.
Fuck yeah.
I think we have a good group. Like I said, we have no repeat
customers.
I didn't know what to call them. What the hell? Viewers? Customers? Patrons?
Patrons. Do you guys have Truth and Justicers?
We do. Truth and Justice patrons.
Is that what, do you guys have a...
Truth and Justice Army.
Okay, that's legit.
That's what we go by, yeah.
I've been trying to figure out like what I'd call like the 30 people that listen to like the clown car. The rubber chickens. The circus. I
don't know. That's a good one.
We're gonna get there. We're figuring it out. Once I find the name for them, we're gonna get there. We're still working on our branding for this.
You'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. We got.
I love the idea though. This idea is great.
I just love the analytical aspect of comedy.
I can't wait till we come out here later and we're all down because this fucking failed miserably.
Oh, I know, right? Then we're just sitting here crying, grown men, just tears on each other's. That'd be actually hilarious, especially with the shot just like your shoulders soaked with their tears. I mean, it's the sad clown car episode.
Sad clown car.
That'd be so good.
Oh fuck yeah, I love it.
That's good shit, bro. That's good shit.
Oh, I love it so much.
Hell yeah. Imagine if I was bipolar and then it was like, this is a sad clown car episode.
SoundCloud. No.
You say SoundCloud?
SoundCloud.
Well, I think we're good. And then
Let's
also,
do this, man.
just so I've been doing this again. I don't know if I like this idea or not because it seems kind of cheesy. I feel like most of the podcasts I watch are a little bit more organic than this, but I've been trying to have people end on a dad joke. Like the second part of the thing, we'll do a dad joke. So if you can think of a dad joke in that time.
Oh, I'll come up with a dad joke. I'm a dad, dude.
Exactly. We're Brent a dad?
What's that?
Is
Brent's a dad as well.
See,
we're all dads.
This is dad clown car episode.
The dad clown car.
All right, solid.
Clown
dad, something like that.
I'll come up with a dad joke for you.
Okay, we'll get there. All right, here we go. Chill Hill Part 2. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Bam. Second part of the clown car. Chill Hill Part 2. Clown car Part 2 of Chill Hill.
You can tell because we dim the lights, so that's to show the viewers that time has passed.
I have the power to dim the sun. That's right. That's right.
Very good. Very good.
So how do you feel? How about you feeling good after your set?
I feel pretty good. I'm also pretty aggravated. Mm-hmm. We had a couple talkers in the crowd, which is kind of fucking frustrating, but I feel like it went well. It flowed well, so I'm happy with it.
It's it does suck, but it's nice to know that those people don't deserve love.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's very nice to know that they don't deserve love and affection or any of the simple, sweetness of life.
Yeah. And, it sucks too because we talk so much in the beginning of how fun these crowds are because there are people and whatever, but some people just don't get comedy, I guess.
Well, and that's another thing about doing comedy in this area because we're doing this in rural southwestern Michigan, and we're gonna see a lot of Midwestern trashy whites, that are used to going to all the local breweries and distilleries and stuff like that and just being obnoxious and letting loose on the weekends, and I started seeing that when Brent was up and he was like, deer camp.
Oh yeah.
Deer camp and what the fuck was the other thing he said? He said something else and I was like, and they really latched onto it and I was like, all right, Midwestern whites.
Yeah, 100% that's what this is.
You're going to see a lot of that. And you got to love those people, too, because they're coming out and supporting the shows. And, those are the shit. But at the same time, it's a lot of people that haven't seen live comedy.
It's also hard for me, too, because my set, I need diversity in the crowd for my set. I feel like it goes over pretty well with the white people, and I'm white, I can't say anything, but like I need some more diversity in my crowds.
Oh yeah, well that's always helpful. It's like sometimes it's hard to, because I produce a lot of shows and I have for a long time here, and sometimes when you're just like, okay, another group of old white people, it's like, I guess I have to do, I feel like I have to, like, a lot of times I have to really tap dance around those people.
Yeah.
Like when I do my longer sets, the first like 5 to 7 minutes is all very palatable material.
Makes sense.
That because their teeth are all fucked up.
Yeah.
So they gotta, it's gotta be all mushed down for them, so then they can, get it fucking down, and then by that time they're like, they're ready for the rest of the show, and I can get weird with them.
Yeah.
But you really gotta ease them into that, and that's it's something that's interesting to navigate.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes when you do that, they still are like, you'll get them all warmed up, and then they just, they don't want to take it.
I like when I brought up WrestleMania and no one knew what the fuck I was talking about, so that made me so happy.
That's
tonight.
Was that sarcasm?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, I was like, oh man, you're like, I didn't know if you were coming at an angle like fuck WrestleMania.
No,
like if I didn't know
it's really tonight.
WrestleMania's tonight.
WrestleMania's tonight.
Oh shit, dude.
So that's why it was more like no one's gonna be here for WrestleMania, but also it's funny to me, and that's what matters. There's so many times that I do stuff on stage that I'm like, maybe this isn't the right way to do things, but I'm like, if I find it funny, I'm probably gonna do it because it's funny to me.
Well, and that's what you have to do. If you're like, a bit isn't funny to like you, then why are you doing it?
Yeah. So I have that bit. I've said it almost every time I've been on stage. I say that bit about it being a shitty friendship, and it just is crickets every time, and I will never stop saying it because I love it so much.
Oh yeah. I had this bit that I did I've retired it and brought it back out of retirement several times, and it never hits. I have this bit about how old people like rustic atmosphere so much. Like old white people love rustic atmosphere so much.
Okay.
Like saw blades on the walls and stuff like that, and like barn weddings.
Yes.
They love that shit so much because it's reverse psychology for black don't crack. They're like, we love smoking cigarettes and getting old. We love it. And it never hits, bro. I don't know if I gotta like slow it down, but oh my god, I love that bit so much. I've literally had it for like 4 years and it just doesn't hit.
That's fucking good though, man.
That's
so
bit.
fucking good.
Oh, I love that bit so much.
No, that's why I decided tonight I was going to throw the hey-o in, which helped a little bit. I was like, it's a real shitty friendship. Hey-o!
So much.
No, that's why I decided tonight I was going to throw the hey-o in, which helped a little bit. I was like, it's a real shitty friendship. Hey-o!
I love that shit too. When you are, because then you're doing comedy for you.
Oh, you're just stopped.
Son of
Just maximum recording.
Thankfully, we got a backup. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, is it? Oh, did it say that my storage was fucked? Is that? Well, god damn it! Now we're doing audio clown car.
Just put up a picture of us now.
Hell yeah! Look at all these. Now I can do all these gang signs, and then I have no affiliation. I have nobody can knows who I'm trying to affiliate with. So now we're good.
Dude, this was so much fun tonight.
This was a great time. I'm really happy.
I came off stage. I didn't know how I felt, but after sitting here for a few minutes, I feel pretty good.
Fuck yeah, that's the same thing. Like, and that's what it is too. I every time, bro, I want to do more. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Especially like today. This was the only time I did comedy this week, just because I've been trying to not spend as much money driving because I have to drive everywhere to do comedy. Yeah. I drive it's like $40 every time in my gas. Yeah. It's crazy. But I'm like, oh my god, I want to fucking I want to do more right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm ready. I want to do so much more.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do the thing, man. That's what you gotta tell yourself. It's where you. And then what's nice is like with this and shit, like it's like doing the editing and other things, for this podcast. It's like it keeps you in there, like it gets in the comedy spectrum, so it kind of feeds it a little bit.
How do you feel? Like, how deep do you get into analytical stuff as far as maybe not jokes, but rooms, like tonight's room?
I am extremely analytical just from producing so much because.
Do you feel like the chairs on the left were too close?
No.
No, they don't have that one person sitting there. We had a sold-out room with people standing in the back, but because those chairs were so close, I feel like people were not wanting to sit in those couple chairs.
Any chair that is gonna be any chair that is right next to the stage ever, no matter people are not gonna want to sit in it. Those are very close. They are, but I don't see anything wrong with having them up. Like I don't.
We had a sold-out room with people literally standing in the back. When there's 3 chairs sitting in the front row that no one's sitting in.
Yeah, and then one guy.
One guy.
And
by
one,
himself.
which is a very interesting move. I've seen that several times,
Yeah.
and it's odd. It's like, hey, it's like somebody that doesn't get to talk a lot or like get the spotlight in their everyday life, and they're like, you know what?
I'm gonna sit by myself.
Exactly. He's like, I'm coming first in the wave of jokes.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's an odd move because like I admire it and I appreciate those people that will sit up front, especially if it's just one person. But at the same time, I'm just like, man, like, what's your fucking move?
Yeah, it's a tough move to be there by yourself like that, right in the front.
Exactly. But you know, you got to. That's the best thing about like super intimate rooms. This room, I wouldn't be too concerned because it's so intimate. You know, either way, if you didn't have those chairs there, we'd be right fucking on them.
No, you're right.
You know, either way. So it's not a huge factor, but if it was a bigger room, then yeah, probably. Yeah, a little bit too close, and you'd need to have people right there, you know, because that's a lot of things. If comedy's not going to work like 10 feet away, if you could have a sold out room, well, not even sold out, but like a lot, like 50, 60 people, and then they're like 10 feet away because there's chairs up front, and then it's like, oh, well, this is kind of fucking awkward.
Yeah.
You know, that's what seating is very important, but you know, this I wouldn't be too concerned.
It was fun. It was I like this venue.
Yeah. Oh, this.
It's very intimate. We can pack quite a few people in that fucking room, actually. Surprisingly, a surprising amount of people in that room, I feel like.
These people want your guys' fucking dicks, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It is. Well, no, it's not weird. It's not weird at all. You're getting to see somebody that you like a lot.
Yeah,
You know, they love you guys.
Dude, this is nothing. Wait, you should see when we travel.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we travel and do Obsessed Fest or Crime Con, fucking thousands of people swarming you, just trying to get a picture with you or hug you.
Titties out.
No. Not quite that. It's dumb. It's never that. It's not the rock star vibe. It's like the super anxious 40-year-old woman that's by herself that like has 20 cats that'll literally come up shaking. She's like,
whoa.
Oh my God, I just want a picture with you. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Damn, dude.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's sight though. It's you know, not a lot of people get to experience life in that.
Audience that's captivating because it's consuming. They know Bob and I, but they also know like everything about our lives. So we've gone to like we were in Vegas last year for CrimeCon, and we had women bring gifts for our wives, and didn't give them to us, gave them to our wives.
Whoa.
At one point, stood like in line to meet our wives.
Damn.
Yeah, they're like, even to the point they came and like, we just want to say hi, and Michelle was like, you know, we're the wives, right? Like, we don't even have anything to do with this. We're just here. They're like, yeah, but you're the wife. Like,
It's like, you know, I have to deal with your husband audibly.
yeah.
You guys get the full thing, you know. That's what that's for.
Our wives are real over us too. I can tell you that much.
Oh, dude. Well, I feel like I don't know, especially like, I guess being a comic.
She does me occasionally.
Yeah. It's a job. No.
It is a job for her at this point.
But like being a comic that, you know, dated people and stuff like that, especially when you're like, I don't know, I've had some people be like, listen, we get it, you're excited about your new like a partner or like anything else like that, like doing that because you're like, oh, I'm doing this thing, and now people are like acknowledging you for it and stuff. Yeah. It's like, hey, like your significant other is like, listen, you're still just fucking ZAQ at home, 100%. You son of a bitch, which is super nice. Yeah. You know, especially for your guys' level.
No, she fucking kicks me in the nuts all the time.
Oh yeah, you gotta have it. It's very grounding, you know, and that's not even like, I don't know. That's pretty crazy. Like,
but you know what? So the part about that, the new bit thing, I still run bits by her. I mean, I want to, especially if it involves her, I want to make sure that she's got some approval on it.
Mm-hmm.
But the nice thing about the bits is I don't have to run everything by her because I have Bob. Like, Bob and I are really, really good friends, and we talk on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that helps where I'm not constantly bombarding her with, like, shit, where I'm, like, bombarding Bob. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What if I do this?
Oh, yeah.
So that helps a lot.
Having homies with a similar interest, like, that's super important, especially when you're having to grow in the specific field.
Yeah. And we have a really good friend of ours. I won't mention her name because it's going to be name dropping. I have a really good friend of ours who is really into comedy and knows her shit, and she helps us a lot too. We run a lot of shit by her. She's not in the stand-up world; she's in the improv world, but she knows her shit, and we run a lot of stuff by her.
Oh yeah,
that's always good too.
My girlfriend is fucking huge into comedy. She's like more so than me. She loves like she's told me she's watched every season of SNL, like tons of like comics. She'll bring up comics to me, and I don't watch fucking mainstream comedy for the most part because I see much live comedy. And I'm just like, who the fuck is that? She's like, you haven't seen this person? And I'm like, yeah, I have no idea who they are.
I'm surprised you. I mean, I get it. You see a lot of live comedy, but I'm surprised you don't watch more comedy.
I just want to. It's because it makes me want to do it so bad.
Okay.
It's like if I see somebody, and that's hard because I do love comics.
Yeah.
I love them, but if I go out of my way to watch comedy, one, I don't want to get parallel thought process, and then or even just mistakenly pick up somebody's cadence on a certain thing, and I want to do it so bad.
See, I go. Like, I want to do it bad too, but I do the opposite. I watch so much. I almost only watch comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the guy that's like, have you seen so-and-so's got a special out? So-and-so's special just came out. Oh, yeah, his special just came out. Oh, his special. I'm that guy that's like, I watch every special as soon as it comes out for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just that guy.
I love podcasts. I listen to tons of comedy podcasts, which is so interesting because now I'm like developing this relationship with these comics through their podcast with never watching any of their material.
Oh, wow.
Like I've watched so much Shane Gillis stuff, but I've never I started like 10 minutes of his special and that's it.
Dude, Shane Gillis is so funny.
Oh yeah, but like it's so odd, man. Just coming at it from that angle. Also, I really like I like Instagram and like TikTok reels for that. Like that's probably my favorite way, just because it's all content, short form content seems to be hitting.
It is really hitting
hardcore, but yeah, when like that's basically the what's the word I'm looking for? That's the most stand up I digest is just through that short form.
Really?
Yep.
Man, that's crazy.
It's a lot.
That's crazy to me because I watch so much of it, man. Shane Gillis is funny, dude. I've been actually watching his special a lot lately.
He is so fucking funny, man. I like
saw
him.
on the Fully Loaded Festival. Murdered. Absolutely murdered. And like cringy murdered. There's so much that you could like feel the cringe around you because of what he talks about.
Oh yeah.
And I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
That shit's so great, man. Oh yeah.
I have such a hard time writing stuff like that though. Like I really enjoy writing from my own point of view and my own stories.
Mm-hmm.
And I have such a hard time towing that line on like possibly offensive. Like if I think someone's gonna be offensive, it's like real over. Like I have that line in my growing up biracial bit about my mother being on the forefront of jungle fever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think it's so fucking funny. But I probably talked to 10 or 15 different friends of mine first to be like, is this offensive? Called my sister, talked to her about it, like talked to my mom about it, talked to my stepdad about it, like is this offensive? Can I say this?
It's important. That's important to get that perspective on like jokes when you're going to like kind of push the envelope a little bit, because again, straight white males here, and
But what's funny is like that's true. I mean, I really did grow up. So for people that don't know, we're family.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people probably don't realize that they're listening right now, but that half of my family. My other half of my family, I grew up in a biracial household.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all true. So like growing up, like my black stepdad, I was always around that, biracial siblings. So like, and none of it's ever been weird to me. Like the race thing, I've always seen it, but it's never been as like straight white male race as it is for some people.
Mm-hmm. With comedy, I've seen so much of it, dude. Like I can, like the cringe of like, oh, like it's overdone. Like now, I guess talking about it, I get kind of tired of hearing shit like that. But I've just seen so many like 35, 40-year-old white dudes coming to comedy, and it's like a lot of them just want to talk about shit that people are telling them they can't talk about. So it's like, hey, here's my take on the N-word. It's like I've seen that so many fucking times, man, that I understand that it's an archetype that people are like, can we just fucking get away from this aspect of this? But like I like to be hyper aware of anything like that, and any time I have a bit that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this out a little bit, because we're not out here trying to, like, we want to make a point. Like I like some of my bits, I like to have like a point there, but out here trying to make anybody uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Like, I have bits that make people uncomfortable, but it's more like about fun stuff. And at the end, I'm like, hey, it's gonna be okay. Like I've done this bit a couple times, and now I know where it is, and we're gonna be okay in the end. But there are just.
Did you tell the grandmother dispensary bit tonight?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't think you did. That's so fucking, dude. That's so fucking funny.
Oh, I wanted to do it, but again, like I didn't want to do stuff that I knew would kill.
Okay.
Because I did the stuff in the beginning. That's why I did my Gramps Roofie bit. I always do at the end.
Okay.
I always do at the end. Tonight I did it like 5 minutes into my set because I wanted to try to get that submission clip, which I don't know if I got, but
I
that.
just didn't know if I missed it because I was trying to deal with those fucking people in the lobby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was doing a lot of material that I've only done a couple times just because I'm like, hey, dude, I gotta fucking I want to do shit. I wanted to do like bits that are gonna kill in a sold out room for sure. But this is being my only time getting up and like doing comedy this week. I'm like, listen, if you are doing like a show, you got to be working a little bit. You got to put in the new bit, even if it sucks. You know, like that's. I kind of knew that VR bit wasn't gonna fucking hit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, listen, you got to be working, bro. Like, if you're not working on new and doing shit, what are you?
With that one dude in the front.
Oh yeah, I got that guy.
With that guy.
I got that guy. But that's the thing too, man. It's just
What's that?
navigating.
You got a time on Bob's bit?
Let's see where we at here. I don't have a time.
For those listeners that don't realize that we snuck out of the comedy show while the headliner's going.
The headliner. It's nice as like a very close friend here. It's like the headliner.
Yeah. That's like comical to say.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did. And that you shouldn't do that. You should watch your friend's set. But you know, when we got a side hustle. I got a comedy side hustle going on here. All right, let's get this bread. All right, guys, we're gonna head back into the thing, and then yeah. So thank you for being on the 3rd episode of the Clown Car.
Thank you for having me.
You had me on your podcast a hot minute ago. And now the roles are reversed.
Dude, I'm so happy to be here.
Fuck yeah.
Check me out on Instagram at Z to the Q.
Z to the Q. Fuck yeah. All right. We'll be back.